Hello, flutes. Before we begin this lesson, I want you to tune your flute. You take your headstock, and when you put it in your instrument, you want to be sure to have about this much of the darkness showing, okay? You don't want it all the way in. When you have it all the way in, your instrument is shorter, smaller. It makes the pitch go higher. When you have it all the way out, your instrument is longer and the pitch goes lower. So in order to sound in tune with me on this recording, and to sound in tune with all the other instruments such as the clarinet, trumpets, and trombone, you want to have your instrument tuned. So you want to have about this much darkness showing between the nickel and the nickel, okay? Also, with your left hand, you always skip the first key, and your first finger is on the second key. You always skip this key. So when I say 1, 2, and 3, you know that this one is skipped and this key is skipped, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to lesson 2. Today we're going to look at measures 21 through measures 37. I'm going to start playing at the F before measure 21. The F is called a pickup note because it picks up into measure 21. It picks up into the musical phrase in measure 21. So I'm going to play the pickup note F all the way to measures 37. Please look and listen. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to lesson 2. Today we're going to work on measures 21 through measures 37. The first thing we are going to do is all play the song together. So get ready to play the pickup note to measure 21. 1, 2, 3. How'd you do? Well, don't worry if you didn't play it perfectly. We're going to work on some troubled spots. We're going to work on some musical phrases. And after you've practiced the spots and the phrases, then when we try to play the song again, you're going to do much better.
The first troubled spot is in measure 21. I am going to play the last note in measure 21, the G, and the first note in measure 22, the E flat. I'm going to play G, E flat. I'm going to start my counting at measure 21. Please look and listen. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
The first troubled spot is in measure 21. We're going to play the last quarter note, the G, to the first quarter note in measure 22, the E flat. So G is in your right hand thumb. 1, 2, 3. And the E flat, you're going to add all 4 fingers in your right hand and lift your first finger in your left hand. Okay, so G, all 3, thumb, left hand. E flat, you're going to add all 4 fingers in your right hand and lift your next finger. G, E flat. G, E flat. Please play along. Ready? Play. G, E flat. Ready? Play. G, E flat. G, E flat. If you're having trouble finding your fingerings or where to put your finger on your instrument, turn to your Essential Elements book, page 45. Please look at the fingering chart. Page 45 of Essential Elements.
The next troubled spot is in measure 23. I am going to play the C to the G. The C to the G. Please look and listen. So I'm going to start my counting at measure 22. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
The next troubled spot is in measures 23. Please look at your C to G. C, you play it no thumb, first finger down, pinky down. C to G. You don't move the right hand at all. You just keep your pinky down. It doesn't move. So C, first finger, no thumb, and then G, to play the G, you put your thumb down and your second and third finger. So C, G, C, G. Here we go. C, G. Ready? Play. C, G. Ready? Play. Ready? Play. Ready? Play. If you need to work on that, please stop the video, work on whatever you need to work on to get it perfectly, and then resume playing the video. Start playing again with us. C, G.
The next troubled spot is in measure 33. I'm going to play the last note in measure 33, the B flat, and the first note in measure 34, the E flat. B flat to E flat. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
The next troubled spot is in measure 33. We're going to play the B flat to the first note in measure 34, the E flat. So B flat, thumb, and 1 in your left hand. Left hand, thumb, 1. In your right hand, just the pinky and the first finger. Pinky, first finger, right hand, thumb, first finger, left hand. B flat to E flat. To play the E flat, you put both fingers down in your right hand, so all 4 are down. B flat, then you put all 4 down in your right hand, you put your second and third down in your left hand, and lift your first finger. E flat. Please look at page 45 in Essential Elements for your fingerings. B flat, E flat. B flat, thumb and 1, first and pinky. E flat. You put both of them down in your right hand. You put 2 and 3 down in your left hand and lift your first finger. B flat, E flat. B flat, E flat. B flat, E flat. Ready, play. Ready, play. Ready, play.
The last troubled spot is in measure 34. Look at the very last note in measure 34, the B flat. Then notice the breath mark after B flat. And then in 35, the F. So I'm going to play the B flat, take a breath at the breath mark, and then play the F in 35 and 36 for 8 beats. This is a troubled spot. To play the B flat, take a breath, and then play the F for 8 beats. Please watch, look, and listen. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Look and listen. 1, 2, 3.
The next spot we're going to look at is in measure 34. We are going to play the last note in measure 34, the B flat, to the first note in measure 35, the F. So a B flat, thumb, and 1. Pinky in your right hand, first finger in your right hand. Your left hand, thumb and 1. Right hand, pinky, first finger. B flat. Now to play the F, you put down 2 and 3. That is it. So you're only moving 2 fingers in your left hand. B flat, F, B flat. To play the F, you add the 2 and 3. B flat, F. B flat, F. B flat, F. B flat, F.
Look at measure 23. We're going to play the B flat, C, D, C. It's tricky to get your fingers to play those notes that quickly. So we're going to start very slow. I want you to watch, look, and listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The next troubled spot is in measures 23. We are going to play the B flat, C, D, C. It is hard to go from the C to the D to the C that quickly. So in measure 23, the C is first finger in your left hand, no thumb, and pinky right hand. That's your C. First finger, pinky only. Then to play the D in your right hand, you're going to put 1, 2, 3 down and lift your pinky. So in your right hand, it goes from pinky, C, to 1, 2, 3, pinky up, D. In your left hand, C is just first finger. And then to play the D, you put your thumb down, your second and third. Your first finger's up. So D, C, D, C. Please look at page 45 in Essential Elements if you can't go from the C to the D. So starting at measure 23, very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to work on that, please cut off the video and work on that tricky, difficult spot. Again, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We are going to play measures 21 through measures 23, all in one breath. Look at the breath mark in measure 21. Now look at the breath mark in the end of measure 22. We are going to play the G, E flat, D, C, B flat, all in one breath. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Now we're going to look at measures 21 through 23. We are going to play the G, E flat, D, C, B flat, all in one breath. So look at the breath mark in measure 21 and look at the breath mark at the very end of measure 22. So here is measures 21 and 22 all in one breath. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last time. 1, 2, 3.
Look at measures 23 through 24. Look at the breath mark right before measure 23. And then look at measure 24 at the breath mark in measure 24. We are going to play measures 23 and 24 in one breath. Please look and listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Look and listen. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're now going to play measures 23 and 24 all in one breath. Look at the very last note in measure 23. It's the G. To play the G with your right hand, you put down your pinky. With your left hand, your thumb, 1, 2, 3. So that's your G. To play your A, you only move one finger, and it's your third finger in your left hand. So now you have your 1 and 2 down in your left hand, your 3 is up. That is the A. G, 1, 2, 3. A, 1, 2. G is 3. A is 2. So starting at measure 23, it starts B flat, C, D, C, G, A. So starting at measure 23. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. All in one breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. One breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably the hardest part of the whole lesson today, the whole song, actually. This is probably the hardest measure. Please cut off the video, practice that. If you get this part, then please cut the video on and resume the lesson.
We're going to play measures 27 and measures 28. We are going to play the F and the C all in one breath. Look at the C. It is a half note, and this curved line means it is tied to this dotted half note. A half note gets 2 beats. A dotted half note gets 3 beats, and they are tied together. So that means the C gets 5 beats. The tie line, this curved line that connects the notes, it's like a plus sign in math. So you have the C, which is a half note, plus the dotted half note, which is 3 notes. That is 5 beats total. So I'm going to play measures 27, the F, and the C all in one breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're going to now look at measures 27 and 28. Your first note in measure 27 is F. Left hand, thumb, 1, 2, 3. Right hand, pinky, first finger. That is your F, the very first note that we learned. And then your next note is C. No thumb, first finger, pinky. The C, we're going to play it for 5 beats. The C is a half note tied to a dotted half note. A dotted half note gets 3 beats. A half note gets 2 beats. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So it's going to go F, 2, C, 2, 3, 4, 5. All in one breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Breath. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at measures 33, 34, 35, and 36. We are going to play the B flat all the way with the whole musical phrase to the other B flat in one breath. You see the breath mark. Then we're going to take a very quick breath and play the F. We need a quick breath because the F is a whole note tied to another whole note. A whole note gets 4 beats. This curved line is called a tie, and it is tied to another whole note, which is 4 beats. So 4 plus 4 is 8. That's why we need to take a breath, because we have to play the F for 4 tied to 4, or 4 plus 4. The F is 8 beats. So starting at measure 33 with my counting. 1, 2, 3. One more time, starting at 33 with my counting. Notice I took a breath before 35. 1, 2, 3.
The next spot we're going to work on is measures 33 through measures 36, all in one breath. We are going to start on the B flat. We're going to play this whole musical phrase in one breath. Look at the breath mark in measure 34 after the B flat. So we're going to play B flat, E flat, D, C, B flat. We're going to take a big breath because we have to play the F for 8 beats. So starting my counting at measure 33. 1, 2, 3. One more time, starting my counting at measure 33. 1, 2, 3. Starting my counting at measure 33. 1, 2, 3. The last time. 1, 2, 3.
We are now ready to play measures 21 through measures 36. 37. I'm going to start playing on the pickup note to measure 21. So I'm going to play measures 21 through 37 one time by myself. Please look and listen and follow the music with your eyes. 1, 2, 3.
We've hit all the troubled spots. We've hit all the phrases that we need to play in one breath. We are now ready to play measures 21 through 37. I am going to set the metronome on 84 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3. We are now going to play measures 21 through 37 at 92 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3. We are now going to play Star Wars from measures 21 through 37 at 100 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations! You have made it to the end of lesson 2. To test your skills, we're going to play measures 21 through measures 37 at 108 beats per minute. Good luck. 1, 2, 3.